So we'll see how much we can do. Hope we can get 4,000 more words in today. That's my goal. Let's see if that happens.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a writing vlog, and so I just want to chat with you a little bit before I begin. And I have my breakfast here, so I will be eating and chatting with you while I get ready. My voice is probably pretty quiet, and I apologize. My husband's still sleeping upstairs, so he doesn't start work until 9, so I'm gonna let him sleep and not talk too loud, so I hope this is okay for the audio. So today I'm gonna try to get 5,000 words in for my writing goal. I have a day off today, and so I decided that this is something I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that I can get my writing goal in, because I have, to be honest, been slacking with my writing. It's been more of I get home and I'm too tired to write. There are some days where I can push myself to write, and some days that I just can't. Like, I'm just too tired. So I'm gonna try to play catch-up day today and get 5,000 words to my writing goal. How am I going to be accomplishing that is I'm gonna try to find a bunch of writing sprints, whether that's live or previously recorded from different YouTubers, author tubers that I follow, and try to get in words that way, as well as just doing my usual tips and tricks of writing a playlist, brainstorming, etc. So here we go. So finished my tea, finished my breakfast, and I found some writing sprints that I think I'm going to try to do today. So we'll see how that goes. So I found one from Kate Kavanaugh, oh, excuse the cat meow, one from Tamara Woods, and then another one that actually Becca C. Smith is doing later today. So we'll see how long I go, because that one's recorded starting at 4, and this was, excuse the cat again, and if this was like a normal writing day, like a normal day, like where I have to go to work, that would actually be the perfect time. But it probably, I don't know, we'll see.
Alright, so this is the word count that I've gotten so far in October. As you can see, I've only written 2 days, so that's not the best, but I did get 1,000 one day and 500 the other day. So again, this is kind of what I was talking about in my video, for my Preptober video, if you've seen it. Some days I have really great writing days, other days I have really bad writing days, or I skip a day, and I actually have them recorded for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I have not written in this project. I did write for another project, but I did not count that. So those are also all 0 days. You can see very quickly how your writing days can turn into zeros very quickly. So it's actually really great to keep track of your word count like this to more motivate you rather than guilt trip you. I'm not here to guilt trip. Like, some days, I believe 2 of those days I really did need a break, but at least yesterday I should have written more for this project. But anyway, I'm actually gonna right now add these star stickers to my calendar to help me better feel motivated, and maybe that'll help kick me into gear and get back into the habit of writing. So wish me luck. And these stars have been added. Woohoo! I really wish I had more stars. So this is really helping me to motivate myself to get to that point. the live in sprints when they are recorded is that I get to pause the video when I want to and like just take a break if I need to. So that way I can work at my own pace and not feel like, oh, I have to work on. And I have a cat that just jumped up on me. I don't know if you can see. Still trying to get used to this vlog. No, cat, you don't go on the table. You know this. But yeah, so I really like the fact that I can just pause when I need to and just be like, okay, I can continue writing when I want to. And there's a kitty. So, hello, cat. I feel like my writing at the moment is not the greatest. That, like, it's just kind of underdeveloped. I don't like it right now. But again, the biggest thing I just have to keep reminding myself is that it just needs to be written. And so I'm kind of discovering like what I want to say right now, and things are working, things are making sense, but at the same time they are just not coming together as much as I would like. But if I keep working, keep adding, keep thinking, keep brainstorming, it should all make sense in the end. Yes, you are stopping me from my work, aren't you? So something that I noticed in this draft that I'm doing versus the last one that I worked on, it seems to be a lot harder for me to catch the vibe that I want. I think it's because I don't want it to sound the same as the other one, if that makes sense. Like, have you ever written a story and then you go to write another story and you're still in the same like headspace as the last one? So trying to make this new character sound different yet still engaging is been a challenge. And so I think that's my problem. It's just like I'm still stuck in the same headspace as my last protagonist that is making this harder to write this new one. And I guess because I'm also in the exposition setup stage that of act one, before I'm not even to my whatchamacallit yet. Inciting incident yet. And there's the tea. Alright, so I want to update you guys again. It looks like I added about 200 words in that sprint, so that was something exciting. And I seem to probably have a good feel of that one scene I was working on. It was a fight scene, so it's like it's really easy to just say like, you know, he did this and he did that, but like trying to capture the emotion of the scene more than the just play-by-play is pretty difficult. I don't think I nailed it, but I think I got a good enough job that I can go back to it and edit it later and see how that feels. And now I'm moving on to the chapter which the inciting incident begins, and so I'm feeling a little bit more confident about that, hoping to add some more words to that scene, and then I should be able to go into the break into 2, and we'll see how that works out. Wish me luck.
Way to frickin' go, dang! Got a lot of stuff done and still enjoyed it. We managed to do another half-hour writing, half-hour talking, so I feel good about it. So I got another little writing partner. She just loves the attention, and since I am home, and I'm not normally home on Mondays, she is just soaking it up. So right now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try and map out like the calendar for my book, because I realized I don't think I have that ready. I don't think I even started that at all. And yes, you'll have cat face. Hi. So I'm gonna try to work on that. And look at all this cat hair. Holy cow. Cat. Okay. So I'm trying to map out
the month of the care. So that's what I do with my stories. In my last one, and I found this one where you can add whatever, which is great because I can use it for multiple projects. But I kind of will work on the basic what's gonna happen in the month, and then in these days write out like a mini outline of like what important has happened, so that way I can keep myself on track and making sure that I have everything I need to. So I don't know if you ever do stuff like that. That is something that I like to do, and it really does help me in the long run of outlining, because I'm such a time space type of person where like I like to see, oh yeah, that happened on Tuesday. So that way, if I'm mentioning it in the book, I don't get my dates confused, I don't get my days confused. And that way I can just have a plannerized visual of what's going on in my book. So that way I'm like, oh, I'm not like mentioning Halloween twice. I'm not sure if that makes sense. I heard someone talk about this. I don't even remember which author or who I was listening to, but they mentioned something like that. And then I was like, ooh, I kind of like, and I've always kind of liked doing this. I used to make my own calendar on like a little piece of paper. And then I just realized, why not just like buy a planner and then just fill it in that way. So that's something I've been doing for almost 10 years now, and I like it. So one thing that I do like to do is that I will look up the calendar years. I try to always set my books sometime in the near future, just because personally, if I would like to get them published soon, I would like them to be roughly around the same time they're being published. I don't know why, but that's just what I feel like doing for my books currently. And I think this is a good year to set it in. It's pretty close to the future. I know last book, it was set, I had to be making sure it's set in a election year, so that was kind of like, okay, I have to make sure the day works, but I think it works. I know Halloween might be important, so Halloween falls on a Tuesday, so I know there was like a party, so I'm thinking this will probably work for the year. One thing nice about when you're writing is it doesn't really matter, and especially with something like this is super easy. Like I had November in here for some reason. This is super easy just to erase and then restart, and it's an easy fix. For my last book, I know that I ended up changing the year a couple times and some of the dates, and it's just something that you have to kind of figure out and mess with and play with and figure out with your plot to see what works best for you. And here's the finished product. So I have my days mapped out for the month of October and the month of September. So I'm very happy with that. And now it's time to plan. So I managed to write down what I have written so far and like my first kind of break into two moments and like how the investigation is going to begin, because as I mentioned in a previous video that I'm writing a thriller murder mystery type of story. So I have that planned out. I have some like other general ideas, but they are not very well thought about. Like I have some ideas again, but yeah, I have to really think about like how I'm gonna lead up to each spot. So this is kind of where sometimes pantsing comes into play, where I will just kind of
have a general idea and then just write and see how it flows. Like some things that I have written in this writing session, I'm like, ooh, that'd be cool and better to do than my original plan. So I started like changing things a little bit slowly over time. But yeah, like one part of the plan was for them to meet a certain character, and I haven't done that yet. I think I'm going to introduce him now at this point in the plot after the break into two, because I wanted to get to the inciting incident a lot faster. I don't want to slow the pacing down. So that's just a little tip, like be careful on your pacing, especially if you're writing thriller. You want to get to the inciting incident as fast as possible. And so far it looks like I'm there about chapter 6, so that's about 20-30 pages in. It's a little bit, I think, drawn out even, but there are some other fun things that are happening that are kind of creepy and mysterious. So I need to like amp up the suspense in those parts, but I think, I think I'm okay. So in an early clip, I had mentioned that I wanted my story to take place in 2023, so it's not in the so distant future, and I was like, oh yeah, it should be fine. As I was working on some planning and looking at the calendar days, I realized that because I wanted this one plot point to happen for a costume party around Halloween, it doesn't have to be Halloween, but around Halloween, it wasn't gonna line up. Like what I tend to do in a lot of my books is I will write about 2 weeks max of like the fun and games, and the rest of the book takes place in 2 weeks. And I was starting at the end of August, and then like sometimes I'll do time jumps. So like I had a couple time jumps, but I hate doing too many time jumps because I feel like you're drawn out of the moment. So I was plotting out, and I was just like, I'm not going to be able to even make it through September if I'm doing it the way I wanted to do. And could there be a costume party in September? Yeah, sure. But I was like, well, I'm not going to do it. Let me try something different. So I actually decided I'll set it in 2024. The timeline works a lot better. And then I decided to nix out Labor Day. So instead they start school at the beginning of Labor Day, like Labor Day weekend. They start school right after, and then they go on from there, so they get to October a little bit faster. So that way, if I still want to go down the costume party idea, I can at least have that opportunity. So this is why I really like this method of working on that, just so that way I can visualize and plan out and see if that's even like a possible timeline. And it works.
So now I'm gonna take a lunch break and have my go-to lunch of cheese and crackers, apples, and caramel, complete with a Greek yogurt and a nice little chai latte.
So this is my usual go-to lunch because one, it's a bit healthy, gives me protein, gives me energy, except for the caramel. Caramel's something fun. And today I'm doing a chai latte since I'm at home. And I'm going to continue watching Eleanor Neal's channel. She released a video lately. She does true crime on YouTube, and I started one last night and I didn't get to finish it, so I'm gonna watch that while I take my little lunch break.
Machetes and other weapons people were likely to protest bigger. And also further, when you look at this particular picture right here, this is the picture that was initially used on every single headline, every single media report. The first report of Mark's little sister has said
And I'm back. So that was my lunch. I'll put a link below to Eleanor's channel, so if you want to check her out. She releases videos pretty weekly, about every week. And I really like her stuff, especially as a mystery thriller writer. I like to hear about real crime so I can best explain. And there's my cat. She likes to meow, and she's in a meowing fit right now. I don't know why, but maybe she smells something. I don't know. Anywho, I just really like our channel and like listening to real crime so I can be able to apply it to my own writing. And to give a little update on my writing, it looks like we have in total today gotten 883 words. Now here comes the hard part because I really just want to take a break and just call it quits for the day and just kind of, yeah, just maybe edit a video or watch TV. Like this is actually getting pretty hard. Just like I got up early this morning and I've been working since 7 and done some random things here and there. But it's only 11:35, so I'm feeling the burnout already, which is sad because normally I can really get a lot of words out. I think it might just be the fact that I'm at home. Normally I don't like to work from home because I'm so tempted to do so many other things. But normally what I do is I like to go to a coffee shop and work there, but because of COVID restrictions and since I was decided to vlog, I thought it'd be kind of weird to be talking to the camera and like hearing all the background noise, things like that. So I kind of put myself in this pickle, so I guess just gotta really persevere and just try to at least double, if not triple, that word count for today. Wish me luck.
Hello everyone. It says I'm live. Beep, 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 beep. All right.
Alright, so that writing sprint definitely helped me with my word count goal, and I actually passed the 10,000 word mark, so that's always exciting. So I got now 10,027 words, which, yes, makes me over 1,000. So I think really what's helping is the word sprints and the fact that I've just outlined at least what I kind of want to happen. So I found another one of Kate Kavanaugh's older live streams that was like a couple of weeks ago. So watching that and getting me to motivate, it's been really helpful. So we'll see how much we can do. Hope we can get 4,000 more words in today. That's my goal. Let's see if that happens. 1,000 words means I get to add another gold sticker to my word count journal. So there is another gold sticker. It's kind of messy. I'm really sad, but it's the best I can do with one hand. So, yay!
So, yes. Okay. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Okay, so we've come to our regular scheduled programming of Riley being stuck. So this happens quite a lot, and I feel like with this book, I've rewritten this book so many different times, and I just don't know what to say. I guess I don't know my characters well enough. Like I thought I did. Maybe I need to go back to the drawing board and work on some of my character development because my narrator just seems to be narrating and not really engaged. Like I don't know, I'm just really disconnected. So that's the problem when it comes to writing sometimes. It's like you could have a really cool idea and really cool things that happen, but like my last character, she was very fierce, she was very in your face and rebellious. And this character, I don't want to be as rebellious. I think like she's willing to like push against boundaries, but I'm really struggling with getting her voice. So I'm starting to write her pretty passive, and I know that's bad. It's not, you want to have an active character for a thriller, and she's just really kind of passive. So I'm not really liking what I'm writing. I won't delete it, but I think I have to go back to the drawing board and work on a few more things. And we're back. So I took a bit of a longer break, mostly because I was just really cold. I added a sweater, I added a blanket, and I'm just really cold. So I think that was part of my desire to just curl up on the couch and just take a break. And so I watched a little bit of Netflix, and my husband works from home, so he had his lunch break, so we just kind of like chilled and just watched our shows. And then he went back to work, and I'm just cold. So I think what I figured out was my character doesn't necessarily need to be, again, in your face or rebellious as the other one, but she just needs to make more methodical and in-depth observations, because that is who she is. So I'm trying to like capture that. So it's been hard, and I think it's been a while since I disciplined myself to write this much in a day. So I've been really struggling. And like that's part of writing, and I've mentioned this before in other videos, that writing is part of discipline. A lot of people say like, oh, if you want to be a writer, write every day. And like that holds some truth. I wouldn't say it's like you're not a writer if you don't write every day, but it holds truth that you have that discipline to be able to sit down and just write, just get it out there and then revise it later. So it's been a while. I'm rusty. Again, as I showed in the beginning of the video, last week I wrote 2,000 words, and I think today I wrote about the same amount as I did last week. So I'm rusty. I need to get back into it. So this is great prep for NaNoWriMo. Even if I don't meet my 25,000 goal this month, if I can just like, like train for a marathon, get a little bit done as much as I can, and then maybe November I can have a bigger month. All right, back to the writing. Friends, look at that. I did make it to 1,500, so that's really good. Oh, wow. I'm so happy about that. So, more than I got last week. Well, not exactly, but that's about almost the same amount I got in a whole week, so I'm happy. I don't think I'll be able to make it to 5,000 today, but if I can make it to 2,000, I think that'd be a good day.
moved on to something else, kind of talk.
All right, guys, that was a great sprint. So check out the goal. Oh, yes, 2,024 words. And, wow, sorry, close up. Ooh. And I'm still going strong. So that word sprint was definitely what I needed. And I'm still getting used to holding the tripod, so pardon me. But I feel really good about that sprint. I'm feeling rejuvenated and creative. I also looked at some of my old drafts and I was like, ooh, this is good. I liked this. I liked the way that worked. So, and then I was able to then build on from there and really just add a lot of layers and also just make it work for this draft. So I'm really excited. Things are coming together. Is it perfect? No, it will never be perfect in my opinion, but revision, revision, revision. So just a little tip out there, don't feel like you have to accomplish it the first time. And it's gonna be hard, and you just take a break when you need to take a break, rejuvenate yourself, come back, keep refilling that well, and it'll all work out in the end, I promise. Just keep chipping away at those words. Okay, I think I can do this now. All right, back to writing. All right, y'all, so it is nearing, oh my gosh, 4 o'clock. So I think I'm gonna call it quits after this writing sprint. She's gonna do one more writing sprint. I think I'm gonna have to call it quits on the vlog today. I did put in a good full day's worth of work, and I'll update you on the word count at the end. And thank you guys for joining me so far. I hope you've been liking it. I know it's my first time vlogging myself. So I'm sure I'll get better at it as we go on. But yeah, I need to make dinner soon. So we're gonna do this last sprint here. It looks like it'll probably be about a 15-minute sprint. So here we go. And that's where I'm going to end this vlog. So yeah, today has been pretty successful. We had some highs, we had some lows, we had lots of tea, and that was fun. I wish I could do this weekly, and I wish I could do this all the time. This was a lot of fun, but tomorrow I'll go back to reality, go back to teaching, which is also fun in its own way. So I will see you guys in another vlog. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. I make videos about all things writing and reading, and if you like that content and would like more vlogs, give this video a nice big thumbs up to let me know, and I can continue making more vlogs like this. My goal is that hopefully I can make one vlog a week for NaNoWriMo.
we will see. I know that some people have them in the past, and I love watching vlogs, but they do take a lot of time. But now that I've given it a try, I do like this. So we'll see. Let me know down below. Would you guys like more vlog style content? So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day, night, wherever you are, and I'll see you guys next Thursday with a new video. Bye!